Know how to play the guitar? Skool offers you a place to get in touch with other musicians. Enjoy painting? So do the people in your Skool community. The question, though, is how do I start a Skool community? And that step-by-step process is what I'll be covering in today's video. Before we dive in, if you haven't signed up for Skool yet, you can use my link down below to get your first 14 days for free. Step 1. Plans, pricing, and features. The homepage has everything you need, and it's easy to navigate. You have the Skool logo at the very top with a drop-down menu and two options. One is to discover communities and the other is to create one. You'd think that I'd start by telling you to just take the plunge and create one. But no, the first thing you should do is discover other communities that are doing the same thing as you. Let's say you want to start teaching people how to crochet. Are there other communities that teach people the same thing? How profitable are they? What do they charge per membership? Most importantly, how are you different? Don't go into this blind. Do some market research via the Discover Communities option. Once that's done, it's time to set up your own community. Immediately, you'll be redirected to a page that asks for standard information, your name, password, and payment information. Did you know that Skool offers a 14-day free trial? That's right. Your trial starts from the minute you sign up and then you're billed $99 a month. You can also use a referral code to sign up. The referral code doubles as an affiliate code. The person whose code you use gets a one-time payment of $39 from every sign up. That's something to keep in mind once you set up your community and invite other people to join. So the payment information is for billing that starts after the 14 days are up. Don't worry, you can cancel the trial period within those 2 weeks and you won't be billed for the whole month. On that note, what do you get for $99? Again, Skool has kept things fairly simple. The site offers one plan. It's called the Simple Plan, and it enables you to access all of Skool's features. You should know, however, that $99 allows you to create one group. Let's say you want to create another community. You can create it using the same Skool account, but you'd have to pay an additional $99 a month for the second community. And now that you know, let's set up your account. Step 2. Setting up your profile. Something to keep in mind before you sign up is that you want to maximize these 2 weeks. That means keeping your content ideas fresh, your text, pictures, and videos on hand, and taking advantage of online tutorials. And that you are. So let's begin with signing up and what you need to cover. The sign-up page is pretty standard and straightforward. It's like any other LinkedIn or Twitter sign-up page. You will be asked to input your personal information, such as your first and last name, any social media handles, location, and referrals, if any. The one thing you should keep in mind is that you cannot readily change your username on Skool. You can, but that happens later on after you hit a few milestones. Now, a lot of users have complained about this feature. They think that it's unnecessary to show a certain level of engagement before being able to change your username. Then again, it's written right under the text box, as clear as day. You'll have to set up your password, account page, payment processing, and all that. Another thing to note here is that when you join Skool, even if your goal is to start a community instead of joining one, you'll start with a personal account. All communities are made with personal accounts. The business aspect of it, payments, and all that comes later when you're setting up a community. On that note, let's move on to step number 3. Step 3, creating a community. Now that you've set up your profile, go back to the homepage and select Create Community. This will redirect you to a customization page for your community. First things first, the name. Now, in my experience, you should keep the name relatively simple. So if you're thinking of starting a community on painting, you should incorporate the word painting or paint in the title. New communities don't always make it to Skool's homepage. If you have a fancy sounding name for your community, it'd make it next to impossible for users to find it. Go to Settings and select General Settings. Most of your customization options are located here. Upload a cover image to make your community stand out. You could always go with one of Skool's stock images, but they seem low effort. Next comes a short description. Emphasis on the word short here. I've seen people detail out plans and procedures in their descriptions, and it's not worth it. Very few people will go through the whole thing. Some people might even be off-put by such a long description. So keep it a sentence or two maximum. The obvious question now is, what should you do? to describe your skill set, if not the description box? I'm sure you'd agree that the best description are audio visuals, and Skool does give you the option to create a demonstration video for potential members. This is your selling point. Your About page is your landing page, and it's make it or break it from here. Add videos that cover everything. Keep the tone fun and engaging, and showcase a part of your expertise to show credibility. Want to make your community more appealing? Who doesn't want to feel like the community host is very hands-on? The best way to get that view across is to set up membership questions. Again, go to settings, scroll down to plugins, and you'll find the option to enable membership questions. It's exactly what it sounds like. Members get the opportunity to ask you questions about the course, and you can set up automated responses. Step 4. Understanding different tabs. Your community's homepage will look something like a typical social media homepage when you first click on it. That's because your dashboard starts with the Community tab. It's like Facebook's homepage. Here, you and community members can interact via posts, polls, and announcements. To refine this area, you can set up quick links at the very top. Next comes the Classrooms tab, and that's where the magic happens. You get to add 2 types of content here, courses and/or posts. I'll cover the difference between them in a second. Basically, the Classroom tab is where members will find videos and links to helpful information, what they signed up for. Still, I'd say one of the best features of a community is the calendar. It's not just an ordinary calendar though. The host gets to set up events, live streams and all. Notifications go directly to a subscriber's email address. The calendar feature allows you to give subscribers what they really came for, and that's value for money. So let's say there are 2 communities of woodworking. One is priced at $20 and the other at $50. You'd think that the one priced lower would have more signups, but that might not be the case. The one for $50 has twice as many active members. Why is that? Because of value for money. With $20 communities, members are getting access to classroom posts and courses, but that's all there is. With $50, they're getting all that and then some in the form of live streams. Not only do live streams make communities more engaging and fun, but they also give members a chance to interact with community hosts. You can even set up Q&A sessions to really give them a bang for their buck. Next comes the Members tab, where you can keep track of new members, old ones, and other helpful analytics. You can also give some members special access by entering their email. Then we move on to the leaderboard, which makes use of Skool's gamification features. Basically, Skool boasts engagement by keeping things competitive. You play games, add scores to your profile, and then move up different levels. Remember when I said you need to meet a certain engagement criteria before you can change your username? Skool's reasoned it by saying that it's all part of the fun. Last but certainly not least, we have the About page, which I covered a while ago. And now that that's settled, let's talk content. Specifically, the type of content you can upload in your Skool classroom. Step 5. Content and content strategies. Good strategy, and good strategy. That's how you make the most of Skool. It all starts with understanding what your audience needs and what the people want. You can use surveys and polls to gather this information beforehand, or make use of all the information available online. I'd actually suggest setting up a content calendar to keep a steady flow of new material. This helps you and members predict when fresh content will be added. Then obviously keep things balanced, as in a balance between detailed courses and engaging posts. Keep your courses updated with new information to stay relevant, and encourage feedback to continuously improve. Engage with your community actively through posts. Share behind-the-scenes looks at your work, celebrate milestones, and acknowledge members' achievements. Use different types of content like videos, images, and text to keep the engagement high. Host live Q&A sessions or webinars to interact directly with your audience and address their questions. Now let's talk about the main attraction, adding content. See, whether you're a seasoned content creator or you're just starting out, Skool makes it easy to share your skill set and engage with an audience. It does so using 2 things, courses and posts. Courses are for structured, in-depth learning and are best for topics that need a step-by-step approach. They include multimedia elements and offer a guided learning path. On the other hand, posts are for quick, interactive, and real-time communication. They're more flexible and suited for shorter, timely updates. Courses engage learners over a longer period, while posts keep the community active and responsive. Courses in Skool are perfect for delivering detailed and organized content. Think of courses as a way to guide your community members through a subject step by step. You can break down the information into modules and lessons, making it easy to follow. Skool allows you to include videos, audio files, PDFs, and more in your courses. This variety keeps the learning experience interesting and caters to different learning styles. To ensure your community members understand the material, you can add quizzes and assignments. This keeps them engaged and lets you see just how well they're doing. Plus, you can reward them with certificates when they finish a course, which motivates them to keep learning. Now, onto posts. They're all about quick updates and interaction. Think of posts as the heartbeat of your community. They keep everyone connected and engaged. Use posts to share timely updates, news, or announcements. For example, you can let everyone know about a new course, a live event, or any new insights. Posts are also great for starting discussions. Ask questions, share interesting articles, or start a debate to get responses and keep conversations lively. You can also create polls and surveys to gather feedback from your community. This helps you understand what they need and how you can improve your content. Highlighting member contributions through posts can make your community feel more connected and valued. Step 6. Setting up payment. I started this video by using the term marketable skill. We're now at the point of the video where I tell you how to make money off your skill. Easy. Set up a membership or subscription fee. A few things are important to note though. First of all Skool communities are open access and free when you first set them up. This is the default setting, and you can change it right then and there via settings. The thing is that if someone were to find your community while it was still free and join, they get to stay there for free. Yes, that's a lifetime thing. If a member joins at a particular price point, they're only charged monthly for that price, even if you jack it up later. So someone who joined at $10 will only pay that amount, even if new members pay $20. Someone who joined for free will, of course, stay there for free. But is that a bad thing? I don't really think so. In fact, I believe that this is a great way for content creators to monetize off Skool. You can promote your community online for free or really cheap when you're just starting out. Members know about Skool's policy. They'll see a really good skill being taught for really cheap and cash in while it's still priced low. This allows you to build a community when you're just starting out, and a pretty large one even in the first week or two. The next thing to remember is that there's a 2.9% transaction fee on all payments, not included in the monthly fee. Something you should know too for why your members are being charged more while you're making less than that. That fee, by the way, is also applicable to your monthly $99 subscription to Skool itself. The fee is by Stripe, the payment processor Skool chiefly uses. Speaking of Stripe, another thing to note is that some content creators get their first payment via Stripe a little later than usual. This delay is only seen for the first payment, and for some creators, rest assured you will get your money. Setting up payments might seem a bit confusing, but Skool makes the process straightforward and user-friendly. First, you need to select a payment processor to handle transactions. Once you've chosen your payment processor, the next step is to integrate it with Skool. This involves connecting your payment account to your Skool community. In your Skool admin dashboard, you'll find an option to set up payments. This process usually involves entering your account details and confirming the connection. Decide on the pricing for your community. Think about the value you're providing and what would be a fair price for your members. You might offer different subscription tiers with varying levels of access to courses and content. For example, a basic tier could offer access to posts and discussions, while a premium tier includes all courses and additional resources. With your pricing strategy in place, you can now create subscription plans. In the Skool admin dashboard, go to the payment section and set up your subscription plans. Enter details like the plan name, price, billing cycle, and what's included in each plan. And well, that's all there is to it. Happy teaching, and remember, if you haven't signed up for Skool yet, you can use my link down below to get your first 14 days for free.